Welcome to our channel. We are so glad you found your way here. Let us help you fall asleep. Let's begin with the Aquaarii. Navigating the hidden channels of the Roman aqueducts. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it. Let the noise of today fall away as we step back, not just hours or years, but centuries, into the vast theater of crime and punishment in ancient Rome. If you genuinely like our videos, please hit like and subscribe. The ingenuity of ancient engineering is encapsulated in the Roman aqueducts, remarkable structures designed to transport water across extensive distances. These monumental conduits, often spanning valleys and traversing hills, illustrate the advanced understanding of hydraulics possessed by Roman engineers. Constructed primarily during the late Republic and early Empire, they employed a variety of materials, including stone, brick, and concrete, showcasing the versatility of Roman construction techniques. In their design, gradients were meticulously calculated, allowing water to flow smoothly from elevated sources to urban centers. The use of arches enabled the aqueducts to maintain stability while minimizing the amount of material needed for construction. This method not only reduced costs, but also contributed to the aesthetic appeal of these structures, as seen in the famous Pont du Gard in France. Water quality was carefully considered, with sources chosen for their purity and sustainability. The channels often included settling tanks and filters, ensuring that the water reaching the cities was safe for consumption. Maintenance was paramount. Teams of workers frequently inspected the aqueducts, repairing any damage caused by natural elements or human activities. As these systems expanded, they facilitated the growth of cities, supporting public baths, fountains, and households alike. The legacy of the Roman aqueducts is a testament to the sophistication of ancient technology and its enduring impact on urban infrastructure. The rise of the Roman Empire marked a significant shift in urbanization, with cities expanding in both size and complexity. This transformation necessitated innovative solutions for water supply and sanitation. The burgeoning population required a reliable source of clean water, leading to the construction of extensive aqueduct systems. These structures were engineered with precision, utilizing gravity to transport water over long distances, often from distant springs to urban centers. This region saw a proliferation of settlements, each dependent on aqueducts for sustenance. The engineering prowess displayed in these constructions allowed for the development of public baths, fountains, and latrines, all integral to Roman social life. As cities flourished, so did the need for effective waste management, further highlighting the role of aqueducts in maintaining public health. The architectural style of the aqueducts mirrored the grandeur of Rome itself, with majestic arches and intricate designs that not only served functional purposes, but also symbolized the power and resilience of the empire. The integration of these structures into the urban landscape created a network that facilitated commerce, enhanced civic pride, and solidified the interconnectedness of Roman society. The ability to manipulate natural resources through engineering became a hallmark of Roman civilization, reinforcing their legacy as pioneers of urban infrastructure. The expansive network of aqueducts served a vital purpose, ensuring a steady supply of water to both burgeoning cities and the surrounding agricultural lands. They channeled fresh water from distant sources, often spanning vast distances to reach their destinations. This engineering marvel facilitated daily life, providing essential hydration to the populace and irrigation to crops, directly influencing agricultural productivity. These structures varied in design, adapting to the diverse landscapes encountered throughout the Roman Empire. In low-lying areas, they employed gentle gradients to maintain a consistent flow. In contrast, elevated terrains necessitated the construction of arches, creating towering structures that bridged valleys and ravines. Such ingenuity allowed for the efficient transport of water, overcoming natural obstacles and ensuring its availability where it was most needed. The implications of this water supply were profound. Cities thrived as centers of commerce and culture, their growth fueled by access to clean water. Farms flourished, producing surplus crops that supported larger populations. As a result, the aqueducts not only enhanced individual livelihoods, but also contributed to the overall stability and prosperity of the empire. In addition, the presence of public fountains and baths reflected the societal value placed on hygiene and leisure, further underscoring the significance of water infrastructure in shaping daily life within this remarkable civilization. The legacy of these aqueducts endures, underscoring the sophistication of Roman engineering. Gravity-driven water flow remains a fundamental principle behind the remarkable function of these structures. This ingenious design relies on a subtle gradient, allowing water to traverse extensive distances without the need for mechanical pumps. Slope inclination, typically set at a gentle 1:500 ratio, ensures a consistent descent. The careful calculations employed in determining this gradient highlight the remarkable understanding of gravitational forces by Roman engineers. Channels within these aqueducts were often lined with a waterproof material, minimizing leakage. The choice of materials, including concrete and stone, demonstrates a keen awareness of durability and structural integrity. These conduits, some spanning over 50 miles, exemplify precision engineering. Each arch and keystone played a critical role in distributing weight evenly, allowing for the construction of elevated sections across valleys. Water's journey from distant springs to urban centers was facilitated by a network of interconnected channels, cisterns, and settling basins. These features ensured that the water remained clean and free from sediment. The integration of gravity-driven systems not only provided essential resources for sanitation and agriculture, but also supported the flourishing of urban life. The successful implementation of such intricate hydraulic engineering reflects the Romans' profound grasp of both natural laws and construction techniques. The choice of materials in aqueduct construction played a critical role in their functionality and longevity. Durable stone, often locally sourced, formed the foundational blocks of these structures. Its inherent strength allowed for the creation of arches and bridges, essential for traversing varying elevations. This region showcased the Romans' ability to manipulate geological resources, selecting types of stone that would withstand the test of time and the pressures of flowing water. Concrete emerged as a revolutionary advancement, enabling the construction of complex forms previously unattainable with stone alone. Comprised of lime, volcanic ash, and aggregate, it provided versatility and resilience. This mixture facilitated the seamless joining of various structural elements, ensuring that water could flow efficiently over long distances. The use of concrete not only reduced construction time, but also allowed for greater expansion of aqueduct networks, Further enhancing urban infrastructure, lead was employed for the piping systems, a choice driven by its malleability and resistance to corrosion. Although its use would later raise health concerns, at the time it facilitated the smooth transportation of water through urban environments. The integration of these materials illustrates a sophisticated understanding of both engineering and resource management. Each component, selected with care, contributed to the remarkable achievements of Roman aqueducts, leaving a legacy that continues to inform modern engineering practices. The selection of a route demanded an acute understanding of geography and hydrology. Engineers meticulously evaluated the terrain, identifying natural gradients that would facilitate water flow. This region's diverse topography presented both challenges and opportunities, requiring innovative solutions to maintain a consistent gradient over long distances. Water sources were of paramount importance. Springs and rivers were surveyed to determine their capacity and reliability. Engineers utilized simple tools such as the chorobates to measure levels and ensure the aqueduct's slope remained precise, allowing for a continuous flow of water. Strategic placements were chosen, often incorporating tunnels to navigate through mountains or valleys, demonstrating a profound comprehension of the environment. The seasonal changes also influenced planning. Rainfall patterns dictated the availability of water, necessitating reservoirs to manage fluctuations in supply. Storage systems were designed to capture excess water during wet seasons, ensuring that drought periods could be endured without interruption. Construction techniques varied according to local materials and geographical constraints. Stone, brick, and concrete were commonly employed, each selected for durability and function. These choices illustrated a balance between the natural environment and human innovation, culminating in structures that not only transported water, but also integrated seamlessly with the land, a reflection of the sophisticated understanding of hydrological principles that underpinned Roman engineering. Clean water served as a cornerstone of public health in ancient Rome, with aqueducts playing a pivotal role in achieving this goal. These monumental structures enabled the transportation of fresh water from distant springs into urban centers, significantly reducing the prevalence of waterborne diseases. By ensuring a consistent supply of potable water, they contributed to improved sanitation practices within the bustling cities. This system not only provided drinking water, but also facilitated the establishment of public baths, latrines, and fountains. The presence of these amenities promoted hygiene and social interaction, serving as communal gathering spaces. The design of aqueducts, with their precise gradients and gravity-driven flow, allowed for the efficient distribution of water, ensuring that every part of the city had access to these essential resources. With the integration of aqueducts, waste management systems also evolved. Further enhancing public health, wastewater could be effectively channeled away from populated areas, diminishing the risk of contamination. This strategic approach to urban planning underscored the Romans' understanding of the relationship between water quality and disease prevention. In this manner, aqueducts transcended mere infrastructure, becoming vital instruments in the promotion of health and well-being. Their legacy continues to inform modern water management practices, highlighting the enduring impact of Roman engineering on contemporary society. The design of arches stands as a testament to both aesthetic sensibility and structural integrity in Roman engineering. These curved forms, crafted from stone and concrete, provide essential support, distributing weight and enabling the construction of expansive aqueduct systems. The semicircular arch, in particular, exemplifies the perfect balance between form and function, allowing for the efficient transport of water across varying landscapes. In this region, the use of arches extends beyond mere practicality. Visually, they create an elegant profile against the skyline, often standing as monumental markers of civilization's accomplishments. The interplay of light and shadow on their surfaces enhances the visual experience, transforming simple structures into expressions of artistry. This duality reflects a deep understanding of material properties and construction techniques, showcasing an advanced grasp of physics and aesthetics. Their enduring presence across landscapes speaks to a legacy that transcends time. Each arch, meticulously crafted, contributes to the overall resilience of the aqueduct system. The curvature minimizes stresses, while also providing a striking visual rhythm that draws the eye. Observing these structures reveals an intricate relationship between engineering precision and artistic vision, one that continues to inspire architects and engineers alike. In essence, these arches are not only functional elements of infrastructure, but also embodiments of an era's cultural values and technological prowess. The calculation of slope in aqueduct construction is critical to ensuring a consistent flow of water over long distances. A gradient of even a few degrees can significantly affect the efficiency of water transport. In this region, precise measurements were essential. Engineers utilized simple tools and keen observational skills to determine the appropriate angle necessary for gravitational flow. This meticulous attention to gradient allowed for the aqueducts to traverse various terrains, including valleys and hills. The subtle incline, often imperceptible to the casual observer, ensured that water would not stagnate, but instead travel smoothly toward its destination. Each segment was designed with a deliberate purpose, reflecting an understanding of hydrodynamics that was advanced for its time. Constructors faced numerous challenges during implementation. Natural obstacles necessitated innovative solutions, such as the use of bridges or tunnels to maintain the desired slope. This commitment to engineering excellence demonstrates the Roman dedication to delivering reliable water supply systems. Additionally, the gradient influenced not just the flow rate, but also the overall architectural integrity of the structures. Maintaining a uniform slope reduced stress on the materials, allowing these impressive constructions to endure through centuries. The careful balance of aesthetics and functionality highlights the sophistication inherent in Roman aqueduct design, ensuring that they remain a vital part of history and engineering heritage. The Aquaarii, constructed in the 4th century BCE, stands as the first of its kind in Rome. This monumental structure spanned approximately 16 kilometers, originating from springs near the Anio River. It traversed a landscape that demanded ingenuity, with sections buried underground to navigate the varied terrain. This initial aqueduct not only represented a technological achievement, but also marked the beginning of an extensive network aimed at supplying fresh water to a growing metropolis. The Aqua Claudia, completed in the 1st century CE, further exemplified the engineering prowess of its time. Stretching over 70 kilometers, it drew water from sources beyond the city's immediate borders. Its impressive arches, some reaching heights of 38 meters, demonstrate the Romans' mastery of arches and concrete, allowing for both structural integrity and aesthetic appeal. These elevated sections not only provided access to water, but also contributed to the scenic landscape of the ancient city. Both aqueducts reveal the Roman commitment to public health and urban planning. The Aqua Appia and Aqua Claudia are not merely functional conduits. They reflect a culture that prioritized infrastructure to support its citizens. The remnants of these aqueducts continue to stand as enduring testaments to the engineering brilliance of ancient Rome, influencing water management techniques for centuries to come. Water distribution in ancient Rome relied heavily on a network of castella and public fountains, intricately designed to ensure access to this vital resource throughout the city. Castella served as distribution points, where water, flowing from aqueducts, was stored in large cisterns. This system allowed for the even allocation of water, efficiently directing it to various neighborhoods and establishments. It was a sophisticated method of management which minimized waste and maximized availability. Public fountains, adorned with intricate sculptures and carvings, functioned not only as sources of hydration, but also as social hubs. Citizens gathered around these ornate structures, fostering community interaction while quenching their thirst. The engineering behind these fountains was remarkable, utilizing gravity to create flowing streams that cascaded from spouts, ensuring a continuous supply of fresh water. The intricacies of this system also included the use of lead pipes, allowing for the transportation of water directly to private homes and public baths, further enhancing the quality of life in Roman society. Each castella and fountain was strategically located, often serving multiple neighborhoods, showcasing the advanced urban planning that characterized the Roman Empire. Such infrastructure not only facilitated daily activities, but also reflected the societal values placed on public health and community well-being, making water a central element of Roman life. The intricate networks of aqueducts demanded continuous maintenance to ensure their functionality. Regular inspections were vital, as even minor blockages could disrupt the flow of water, impacting the populace relying on this resource. Engineers and laborers undertook the task of clearing debris and repairing leaks, employing a variety of materials and techniques that showcased their ingenuity. The challenges faced were numerous. Natural events, such as landslides or flooding, could compromise the structural integrity of these channels over time. Sediment accumulation could hinder the water's movement, necessitating periodic cleaning to restore efficiency. The Roman engineers developed innovative solutions, including sluices and sedimentation tanks, to manage these issues effectively. Moreover, local governance played a crucial role in the upkeep of these systems. Officials were appointed to oversee the aqueducts, ensuring that repairs were conducted promptly and that the public had access to fresh water. The introduction of legal frameworks governing water rights further emphasized the importance of maintaining these vital structures. Despite the challenges, the successful management of aqueducts reflected not only advanced engineering practices, but also a commitment to public welfare. This dedication ensured that the lifeblood of cities flowed uninterrupted, connecting communities and fostering societal growth throughout the empire. The legacy of these efforts can still be observed in remnants across the landscape, standing as testaments to their enduring significance. The Aquaarii, as custodians of the water supply, played a crucial role in maintaining the intricate systems that delivered life-giving resources to cities. Their responsibilities extended beyond mere oversight. They engaged in meticulous assessments of the aqueducts, ensuring that every channel remained unobstructed and functional. This commitment to preservation was vital, as even the smallest disruption could lead to significant shortages. In this region, the Aquaarii utilized tools and techniques that evolved over centuries. They employed simple instruments to measure water flow and assess the integrity of structures, demonstrating a nuanced understanding of hydraulics. The knowledge passed down through generations encompassed not only practical engineering skills, but also an appreciation for the delicate balance of human intervention and the environment. Often associated with sacred rites, these waterkeepers were revered for their role in ensuring public health and stability. Their presence was integral to the community. They participated in rituals that honored the sources of water, fostering a connection between the populace and this essential resource. The interplay between these individuals and the aqueducts reflects a broader societal reliance on infrastructure, revealing an intricate relationship with technology and nature. Innovations in aqueduct design transformed the way water was transported across uneven terrain. Siphon aqueducts exemplified this ingenuity, skillfully navigating obstacles through a series of arches and channels. By using gravity, these structures directed water flow from higher elevations to lower regions, ensuring a steady supply even in challenging landscapes. The construction of siphon aqueducts involved precise engineering and meticulous calculations. Water would travel through a sealed pipe, descending into a valley before ascending again, utilizing atmospheric pressure to maintain flow. This method allowed for the efficient crossing of rivers and ravines, making it possible to transport water over long distances without the need for excessive elevation changes. These structures often featured remarkable arches, rising majestically over the landscape, displaying the architectural prowess of their creators. The use of local materials added to the sustainability of the aqueducts, blending seamlessly into their surroundings while providing essential resources to burgeoning urban centers. Maintenance of these aqueducts demanded a deep understanding of hydrodynamics and environmental conditions. Regular inspections ensured that sediment buildup and blockages were promptly addressed, allowing the systems to function optimally. The successful implementation of siphon aqueducts not only enhanced water distribution but also underscored the advanced technical capabilities of the civilization that designed and built them. Aqueducts played a vital role in agricultural development, facilitating irrigation techniques that transformed arid landscapes into fertile fields. These structures directed water from distant sources, ensuring a consistent supply for crops. By integrating gravity flow with precise engineering, they allowed for the efficient transport of water over varying terrain, optimizing moisture distribution across vast areas. Fields benefited from the strategic placement of channels, which ensured that even the most remote plots received the necessary hydration. The introduction of irrigation techniques revolutionized farming practices, enabling the cultivation of diverse crops that thrived in previously inhospitable regions. This methodical approach to water management led to increased crop yields, supporting larger populations and fostering economic stability. Cultivated areas flourished under the careful attention to water supply, with grains, fruits, and vegetables becoming staples of the local diet. The surplus of produce contributed to trade, as communities exchanged goods with neighboring regions. This agricultural abundance was not merely a result of natural fertility. It stemmed from the meticulous planning inherent in the aqueduct system. The interconnectedness of aqueducts and agriculture exemplifies how engineering ingenuity directly influenced human sustenance and societal growth. These channels stand as enduring reminders of the civilization's ability to harness natural resources, shaping the landscape and securing the future of its people. These monumental structures played a pivotal role in the economic framework of ancient Rome. By facilitating the transport of water to urban centers, they supported various industries, including agriculture, bathing, and food preservation. This access to fresh water enabled farmers to cultivate crops more efficiently, leading to increased yields and a surplus that could be traded in bustling markets. The thriving commercial activities in these urban centers relied heavily on the steady supply of water. Merchants and craftsmen benefited from consistent hydration for their processes, allowing them to produce higher quality goods. This, in turn, attracted consumers from distant regions, expanding the commercial network significantly. Aqueducts also contributed to the vitality of public spaces where citizens gathered, fostering social interactions that were essential for commerce. In addition to supporting local economies, these structures facilitated long-distance trade. The provision of ample water sources allowed for the establishment of storage facilities and marketplaces. As a result, commodities such as grain, wine, and olive oil could be transported across vast distances, ensuring that even the most remote communities remained interconnected. The intricate network of aqueducts thus upheld not only the daily needs of the populace, but also the broader economic ambitions of the Roman Empire, driving growth and prosperity across its vast territories. Their engineering brilliance ensured the sustainability of this intricate economic web. Filtration methods played a crucial role in maintaining the water quality within the Roman aqueducts. Various techniques were employed to ensure that the water remained clean and potable throughout its journey from source to city. Settling basins, strategically positioned along the routes, allowed sediment to settle at the bottom, separating impurities from the flowing water. These structures relied on gravity, a fundamental principle of Roman engineering, to facilitate the process. In addition to settling basins, the use of sand and gravel filters was common. These layers acted as natural barriers, trapping finer particles and organic matter as water passed through. The effectiveness of these filters was enhanced by the careful selection of materials, ensuring optimal flow rates while maximizing purification. The Romans understood the importance of maintaining the clarity and taste of their water, which was essential for both health and daily life. And channeling water through lead pipes also introduced a level of filtration, albeit less desirable due to potential contamination. This practice, while innovative, highlighted the balance between engineering advancement and the necessity for clean water. Aqueducts were not merely conduits, they served as lifelines for urban centers, embodying the sophistication of Roman technology and its understanding of hydrological principles. Each element of the system contributed to a legacy that influenced future civilizations in their pursuit of clean water. Thus, the influence of geography on aqueduct locations is significant, as the natural contours of the landscape dictated their routes. Elevated terrains, such as mountain ranges, presented both challenges and opportunities. Engineers skillfully designed these structures to traverse steep gradients, employing techniques such as arches and bridges to transport water across valleys. The use of these architectural marvels allowed the sustaining of water flow while minimizing the energy required for movement. Valleys, in contrast, provided natural conduits for water. The gradient of the land facilitated the gravity-fed movement essential to aqueduct functionality. Designing a system that aligned with the topography ensured a consistent supply of fresh water to urban centers. In this region, the flow of rivers often dictated the placement of aqueducts, allowing for strategic sourcing and distribution of essential resources. This meticulous planning revealed an understanding of hydrology. As engineers adapted to the varying geological formations, the integration of aqueducts into the existing landscape exemplified a harmonious relationship between human ingenuity and the environment. The legacy of these structures is evident in their ability to withstand the test of time, providing insight into the advanced engineering practices of ancient societies. Even today, remnants of these monumental achievements stand as a testament to the profound connection between geography and the essential pursuit of water access. Environmental impact studies reveal the intricate relationships between aqueducts and local ecosystems. These structures, while engineered for human benefit, have also influenced the habitats they traverse. Water flow redirected through channels alters the hydrology of surrounding areas, often leading to shifts in soil composition and vegetation patterns. The presence of these conduits can enhance local biodiversity, providing new habitats for flora and fauna. In some regions, the introduction of water has prompted the growth of previously arid landscapes, creating microhabitats that encourage species diversity. Aqueducts may support the proliferation of aquatic organisms, which in turn attract terrestrial wildlife. This interaction illustrates the delicate balance between human engineering and natural ecosystems. Conversely, alterations in water availability can lead to ecological challenges. Changes in the natural flow of rivers often affect sediment transport, leading to erosion or the deposition of materials in unintended areas. This results in potential habitat loss for species adapted to specific environmental conditions. Monitoring these effects is crucial, as it provides insights into the long-term sustainability of both the aqueducts and the ecosystems they influence. Ongoing research continues to assess these dynamics, emphasizing the importance of integrating ecological considerations into the management of water infrastructure. Understanding these complexities allows for more sustainable practices, ensuring that the needs of both human populations and the environment are met. Enduring techniques played a crucial role in the construction and maintenance of the Roman aqueducts, particularly through the utilization of levees and channels. These structures allowed for the effective management of water flow, directing it along the most efficient paths while minimizing erosion and flooding. Levees, often built from earth and stone, served as barriers to control the water's movement, creating a regulated environment conducive to agricultural needs and urban development. Channels of Toftuf, meticulously designed with a slight gradient, facilitated the continuous flow of water. This subtle incline ensured that gravity could assist in transporting the liquid across vast distances without stagnation. The careful placement of these channels was critical, often aligning with the natural contours of the landscape. In regions where the terrain became challenging, engineers employed siphons and inverted arches, allowing water to traverse valleys and hills while maintaining the necessary elevation and pressure. The integration of levees and channels not only provided a reliable water supply, but also contributed to the civilization's agricultural productivity. By harnessing the natural elements, these engineering feats demonstrated a profound understanding of hydrology, enabling the Romans to cultivate arid lands and sustain urban populations. Such advancements reflect a legacy of ingenuity that continues to influence modern water management strategies, showcasing the enduring relevance of ancient techniques in contemporary environmental practices. The intricate design of the Roman aqueducts served more than just a utilitarian purpose. They were a manifestation of power and control within the vast empire. Water, a vital resource, was not merely a means of sustenance but a tool for consolidating authority. Access to aqueducts determines social hierarchies, with the elite often enjoying the most reliable water supply, while the lower classes relied on public fountains or wells. This inequality fostered a distinct societal structure, wherein the management of water became synonymous with governance. Infrastructure projects, such as the construction of aqueducts, were often grand displays of imperial ambition, reflecting the capabilities of the Roman state. Political leaders utilized these monumental structures to secure favor among citizens, illustrating their commitment to public welfare. In times of drought or scarcity, control over water resources became a focal point for political discourse. A first we bujuri as a daltui with leaders held accountable for the distribution and management of this precious commodity. Conflicts occasionally arose over access to water, as rival factions vied for control of essential supplies. These tensions underscored the strategic importance of aqueducts, not only for daily life, but also for maintaining stability within the empire. Such dynamics transformed water management into a crucial element of political strategy, shaping the relationships between rulers and the governed throughout the history of ancient Rome. The social significance of public baths extended far beyond mere hygiene. These facilities served as communal centers, fostering social interaction and civic identity. Water, sourced from the aqueducts, flowed into these grand structures, providing not only a means for cleansing but also a venue for relaxation and leisure. Within their expansive marble halls, citizens of varying social standings gathered, engaging in conversations that transcended class boundaries. Aqueducts of Taurith, engineered with remarkable precision, ensured a steady supply of fresh water to these baths. This reliable flow contributed to the allure of bathing as a communal experience, an integral aspect of daily life in ancient Rome. It facilitated the maintenance of public health, allowing for the cleansing of both body and spirit, which was crucial in a densely populated urban environment. The architectural grandeur of the baths, flanked by intricate mosaics and serene gardens, reflected the values of Roman society, emphasizing the importance placed on both physical well-being and social cohesion. Water, as it cascaded from the aqueducts, became a symbol of abundance and civilization, reinforcing the connection between the populace and their environment. While offering respite from the rigors of daily life, the baths also served as venues for political discourse and cultural exchange, solidifying their status as essential components of the urban landscape. The gradual decline of the aqueduct system can be attributed to a myriad of interconnected factors. Environmental changes played a significant role, particularly as water sources became increasingly scarce. Droughts and shifts in climatic patterns diminished the availability of fresh water, placing immense pressure on the existing infrastructure. Deterioration occurred over time as maintenance of these extensive channels became increasingly neglected. The monumental effort required to repair and sustain such intricate systems was often deemed economically unfeasible. Political instability further exacerbated the situation, as local governments frequently shifted focus away from public works, prioritizing immediate military or economic concerns over long-term infrastructure investments. Societal shifts also contributed to the decline. As urban populations fluctuated, the reliance on centralized water delivery systems lessened. Many residents opted for alternative sources, such as private wells, rendering the vast aqueducts less critical to daily life. Consequently, these magnificent structures fell into disrepair, with sections succumbing to natural erosion and human interference. The once vibrant channels, which had nourished cities and enriched lives, became ghostly reminders of a bygone era. Eventually, the very purpose for which they were constructed faded into obscurity, leaving behind silent ruins that stand as testament to both human ingenuity and vulnerability. Dramatic representations of aqueducts emerged throughout Roman literature, often serving as symbols of civilization's mastery over nature. These architectural marvels are depicted not merely as conduits for water, but as embodiments of strength, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of progress. In poetry and prose, they signify the triumph of engineering, showcasing humanity's ability to reshape landscapes, harness resources, and foster community. Writers frequently invoke these structures to contrast the fleeting nature of human endeavors against the backdrop of the eternal. The imagery associated with aqueducts often conveys a sense of permanence amidst the impermanence of life. For instance, in works by esteemed poets, they are portrayed as enduring monuments, rivaling the very gods in their majesty. They reflect the complexity of Roman society, illustrating its dependence on infrastructure for sustenance and growth. References to aqueducts also appear in philosophical discourses, where they symbolize the flow of knowledge and the importance of connectivity among people. The movement of water becomes a metaphor for the exchange of ideas and culture, encapsulating the essence of Roman identity. In this way, these structures transcend their practical functions, becoming vessels of meaning and reflection within the collective consciousness of a civilization that constructed them with both ambition and reverence. The role of aqueducts extends beyond civic engineering, intertwining with the military strategies of ancient Rome. Reliable water supply systems were vital for sustaining armies, particularly during prolonged campaigns. This infrastructure allowed legions to maintain their strength and morale, ensuring that soldiers had access to fresh water in arid regions. Strategically positioned aqueducts provided logistical advantages, facilitating the movement of troops. The ability to transport water over long distances meant that an army could remain mobile without the constant need to secure local resources. This capability was essential in securing territories and asserting dominance over rival factions. In instances of siege warfare, aqueducts played a critical role in both offense and defense. Besieged cities often relied on these watercourses to sustain their populations, while attacking forces sought to sever these vital supplies. The destruction of an aqueduct could cripple a city's defenses, leading to a swift capitulation. Beyond their direct military applications, aqueducts also served as symbols of power and control. The ability to construct and maintain such extensive networks demonstrated a civilization's engineering prowess and administrative capability. This feat communicated a message of strength, reinforcing the authority of the Roman Empire across its vast territories. The involvement of the Roman army in aqueduct construction reflects the empire's multifaceted approach to infrastructure development. Military engineers, skilled in surveying and construction techniques, played a vital role in the design and implementation of these monumental structures. Their presence ensured not only the technical expertise required for such undertakings, but also a disciplined labor force capable of enduring the rigors of demanding projects. Each aqueduct required extensive labor, often necessitating thousands of workers. Legionaries, accustomed to the harsh elements of military campaigns, were deployed to these sites, merging their combat skills with civil engineering tasks. This dual functionality allowed for rapid advancements in construction techniques, often resulting in grandiose designs that would endure for centuries. Strategically located aqueducts served multiple purposes, including supplying water to fortifications and civilian settlements. This provision of essential resources aided in maintaining the health and morale of troops stationed far from supply lines. The seamless integration of military and civilian interests underscored the aqueducts' importance, transforming them into lifelines for both the empire's military might and its civilian populace. Lift a drone of innovation, one can observe the remnants of intricate arches and channels, each stone telling a story of human ambition and engineering prowess, echoing the empire's enduring legacy throughout the ages. The architectural marvels of the aqueducts profoundly influenced urban planning, shaping the very fabric of Roman cities. Their strategic placement dictated the layout of streets, public spaces, and even residential areas, ensuring that water flowed efficiently to meet the needs of expanding populations. This integration transformed urban life as fountains and baths became central to social interaction and public health. Lines of aqueducts served as arteries, connecting distant water sources to bustling metropolises. These channels facilitated not only the movement of water, but also the movement of ideas and culture as the cities flourished around them. The careful calibration of gradients ensured that water traveled smoothly over long distances, allowing for the meticulous planning of surrounding infrastructure. Inhabitants relied on these essential conduits for daily activities, from cooking to sanitation, illustrating the critical role they played in promoting civic well-being. The presence of clean water contributed to the elevation of living standards, while also serving to elevate the empire's status among its contemporaries. Remnants of reservoirs and cisterns reveal the gravity of this interaction, where the aqueducts acted as crucial nodes in a vast network that sustained life in urban centers. Each feature, whether large or small, reflects an understanding of hydrology that governed the flow of civilization itself. The would-fallen de Carsigstrom Mason Vidolsus of the May. The crisis of the 3rd century profoundly affected water supply systems across the Roman Empire. This tumultuous period, marked by political instability and economic decline, brought about a significant deterioration in infrastructure. Maintenance of aqueducts became secondary to more pressing military and administrative concerns. The once reliable channels of water began to falter under the strain of neglect. In urban centers, shortages of fresh water emerged as a direct consequence of these systemic failures. Residents faced dwindling supplies, leading to increased competition for resources. The intricate network of gravity-fed aqueducts, which once delivered life-sustaining water, began to show signs of decay. Sections crumbled, while others succumbed to blockages from sediment and debris. This decline in water infrastructure did not merely affect daily life. For daily life, it had far-reaching implications for public health. With limited access to clean water, sanitation practices suffered, contributing to the spread of disease. Urban populations shrank as citizens fled to rural areas in search of more stable conditions. The impact on agriculture was equally significant. Irrigation systems that relied on aqueducts faced disruptions, leading to reduced crop yields. The cascading effects of these water supply failures illuminated the vital role of these structures in maintaining not only the physical landscape, but also the very fabric of society during one of the empire's most challenging epochs. The Eastern Roman Empire, with its unique geographical challenges, prompted innovations in aqueduct engineering that diverged significantly from their Western counterparts. These structures, often built to traverse uneven terrain, incorporated advanced techniques such as the use of arches and gravity-fed flow systems. They exemplified the adaptability of engineering practices in response to diverse environmental conditions. Notable examples include the aqueducts of Constantinople, designed to transport water across long distances through a complex network of channels, bridges, and storage reservoirs. The precision of these constructions ensured a steady supply of fresh water, crucial for the growing population of the city. Such engineering feats reflected a deep understanding of hydrodynamics and the local topography, allowing for efficient water management. In contrast, the aqueducts of the western provinces focused on shorter, more direct routes, This difference in strategy highlighted the varying priorities of the two regions. While the West relied on straightforward construction methods, the East embraced complexity, producing intricate systems capable of overcoming significant elevation changes. The remaining ruins of these eastern aqueducts stand as a testament to this ingenuity, with many sections still functional, showcasing the enduring legacy of Roman engineering. Each structure, in its own right, tells the story of a civilization that thrived amidst the challenges of its environment, revealing the intricate relationship between infrastructure and society. Preservation efforts for these ancient aqueducts reflect a commitment to safeguarding historical engineering. Various organizations and governments have undertaken initiatives aimed at maintaining structural integrity while also fostering public interest. They recognize the importance of these monumental works not only as functional waterways, but also as cultural heritage. Through careful restoration techniques, artisans and engineers work to stabilize the masonry, ensuring that the original craftsmanship remains visible. Restoration projects often involve the use of traditional materials and techniques, which helps to maintain authenticity. This approach minimizes the introduction of modern elements that might detract from the character of the aqueducts. In certain regions, the application of advanced technology, such as laser scanning, allows for precise documentation of the existing condition, providing valuable data for future conservation efforts. Despite these initiatives, challenges persist. Environmental factors, including erosion and vegetation encroachment, threaten the longevity of these structures. Climate change further exacerbates these issues, introducing new stresses that may compromise the integrity of ancient systems. Balancing preservation with modern needs requires thoughtful planning and community engagement, ensuring that these remarkable feats of engineering continue to inspire future generations. The fate of these aqueducts remains a delicate interplay of respect for the past and the pragmatism required for sustainable stewardship. The influence of Roman aqueducts extends far beyond their physical remnants, permeating the fabric of contemporary engineering. This legacy can be traced through centuries of architectural innovation, where the principles of water management were meticulously documented and adapted. Structures designed to transport water over long distances set a precedent for modern hydraulic engineering, establishing guidelines that remain relevant. But the construction techniques employed in these ancient systems showcased remarkable ingenuity. Arches and vaults formed the backbone of their design, enabling stability while minimizing material use. These methods have been studied extensively, informing the development of modern bridges and tunnels. The harmonious integration of functionality and aesthetics in these aqueducts continues to inspire engineers and architects alike. In various regions, contemporary urban planning reflects these ancient practices, emphasizing the importance of water distribution in community infrastructure. The enduring nature of these aqueducts serves as a reminder of the significance of sustainable resources, prompting modern societies to re-evaluate their water management strategies. Innovations in aquifer recharge and rainwater harvesting resonate with the lessons learned from Roman engineering as cities grapple with the challenges of population growth and climate change. The principles that guided the creation of these aqueducts offer valuable insights. The cultural legacy of Roman aqueducts persists, shaping the future of engineering and environmental stewardship. Water held profound significance within Roman religion and mythology, often regarded as a sacred element intertwined with daily life and spiritual practices. This element was venerated through various deities, with each embodying different aspects of its essence. Nymphs, known as naiads, represented fresh water, while Oceanus and Tethys presided over the sea, emphasizing the duality of water's nature. Rituals and offerings were common, performed at springs, rivers, and wells to invoke favor or protection, reflecting a deep reverence for these sources of life. Aqueducts served not only a practical purpose, but also a religious one, as they delivered vital resources to urban centers, facilitating ceremonies and festivals. Sacred sites were often established near these conduits, where the flow of water symbolized purification and renewal. The Romans associated water with the flow of time, life cycles, and agricultural prosperity, integrating it into their mythos as a bridge between the divine and the mortal realm. This reverence extended to the construction of monumental fountains and baths, serving as both public amenities and expressions of devotion. The engineering feats involved in aqueduct systems were viewed as a testament to human ingenuity, yet they remained inextricably linked to the spiritual landscape, reinforcing the importance of water in both the physical and metaphysical realms of Roman society. The stability of these ancient water systems depended significantly on climatic conditions, which were subject to gradual changes over time. Variations in temperature and precipitation patterns impacted the flow of water, directly influencing the functionality of aqueducts. Periods of prolonged drought would strain supply, forcing urban centers to adapt their usage and management of these vital resources. This region, known for its intricate channels, faced challenges as the availability of water diminished, leading to adjustments in agricultural practices and urban development. In addition to drought, flooding posed a different set of problems. Heavy rainfall could overwhelm the aqueducts, causing erosion and structural failures. The delicate balance between supply and demand was continuously tested, revealing vulnerabilities in the design and maintenance of these water conveyance systems. They required vigilant oversight, as neglect could lead to cascading failures, disrupting not only daily life but also the economy. Over centuries, these changes in climate forced civilizations to rethink their relationship with water. Innovations emerged in water conservation and management techniques, revealing a deepening understanding of hydrology that would inform future generations. The legacy of these systems serves as a reminder of the intricate connections between civilization, environment, and the careful stewardship required to maintain essential resources in the face of an ever-changing climate. Trade routes flourished alongside the construction of aqueducts, intertwining the flow of water with the movement of goods. These monumental structures not only supplied cities with needed hydration, but also facilitated economic exchange, transforming urban landscapes into thriving centers of commerce. Major thoroughfares emerged, connecting distant regions of Dursar and the Asad regions of commerce. Major thoroughfares emerged, connecting distant regions of Dunsbrot, allowing for the transport of agricultural products, textiles, and luxury items. The engineering prowess displayed in these aqueducts often mirrored the complexity of trade networks. Elevated arches and subterranean channels carried water across expansive distances, effectively supporting populations while enabling merchants to traverse similar paths. The reliability of water supply directly influenced agricultural yields, leading to surplus production that could be traded. This abundance attracted traders from various locales, fostering diverse marketplaces where cultures intermingled. The aqueducts acted as lifelines, their presence shaping settlement patterns and urban growth. Cities expanded around these vital waterways, developing in ways that reflected both their geographic advantages and resource accessibility. Political and social dynamics shifted as access to water became intertwined with power. Communities that managed these resources effectively often held significant influence, reinforcing the importance of strategic planning and sustainable practices. Such infrastructure highlights the delicate balance between human activity and environmental stewardship, illustrating how civilizations thrived through innovation and collaboration. Innovative techniques in Roman hydrology reflect a sophisticated understanding of water management. Gravity played a pivotal role in the design of aqueducts, allowing water to flow smoothly across varied terrain. This engineering marvel utilized precise gradients of Diurbe to Malinkerds and Thol the Osortia, ensuring a steady supply to urban centers. These structures often spanned vast distances, employing arches and tunnels to navigate obstacles while maintaining efficiency. Materials such as concrete and stone were chosen for durability, enabling aqueducts to withstand the test of time. The Romans incorporated settling tanks and cisterns, allowing sedimentation and purification, ensuring the water remained clean and potable. Maintenance was equally crucial. Regular inspections and repairs ensured a continuous flow, preventing stagnation and contamination. In rural areas, water management extended to agricultural practices, where irrigation systems were meticulously designed. Channels directed water to crops, maximizing yield and minimizing waste. This knowledge of hydrology not only enhanced food production, but also supported the growth of settlements. Seasonal fluctuations required adaptability. Techniques such as reservoir construction enabled communities to store excess water during wet periods, ensuring availability during drier times. The integration of such methods exemplifies a commitment to sustainability, balancing human needs with ecological considerations. The legacy of these practices continues to influence modern water management strategies, demonstrating the enduring impact of Roman innovation. Labor was an essential component of the aqueduct system's operation and maintenance. Aquaarii, skilled in hydraulic engineering, were responsible for overseeing the flow of water through the intricate channels. Their expertise ensured the efficiency of delivery while minimizing waste. Individuals employed in this capacity often underwent rigorous training, allowing them to develop a deep understanding of both the engineering and environmental factors involved. Funding for these extensive projects came from various sources, including public funds allocated by the state and private investments. The aqueducts served not only a practical purpose, but also a symbolic one, reinforcing the power of the empire. As such, the economic model integrated both taxation and community contributions, reflecting the shared responsibility of water distribution. This system fostered collaboration among citizens who recognized the importance of a reliable water supply for agriculture, sanitation, and daily life. The labor force was often a mix of free citizens and enslaved individuals, whose contributions were vital to maintaining the network. The intricate financial framework surrounding the Aquaarii ensured sustainability over centuries, allowing these monumental structures to endure. The management of water resources was not merely a technical endeavor. It represented a sophisticated intersection of social organization, economic strategy, and engineering prowess, shaping the very fabric of urban life in ancient Rome. Technological advances in Roman construction techniques fundamentally transformed the landscape of urban infrastructure. Innovations such as the extensive use of concrete allowed for more durable and versatile structures. This material, composed of volcanic ash, lime, and water, facilitated the construction of vast aqueduct systems that could traverse challenging terrains, including valleys and hills. The introduction of arches provided critical support, enabling the construction of elevated aqueducts that soared above the ground, minimizing disruption to existing settlements. The precision of Roman engineering was evident in their use of surveying tools, such as the chorobates, which ensured accurate grading over long distances. This meticulous attention to detail not only optimized water flow, but also reduced the risk of contamination, safeguarding public health. Each aqueduct represented a remarkable feat of hydraulic engineering, with gradients carefully calculated to maintain a steady flow of water. Bridges constructed using a combination of stone and brick further enhanced connectivity. These structures offered vital access to remote areas, integrating them into the broader urban fabric. The scale of these undertakings required not only skilled labor, but also an efficient administrative system to oversee planning, resource allocation, and labor management. The result was an intricate network of waterways and conduits, a silent testament to the ingenuity that characterized Roman civilization. These conduits served a crucial role in the dissemination of Roman culture across vast territories. They not only transported water, but also facilitated the exchange of ideas, practices, and customs. With the establishment of aqueducts, urban centers flourished, attracting populations who brought diverse influences and contributed to a shared identity. In this environment, public baths became more than places for hygiene. They transformed into social hubs, where citizens engaged in discussions and community activities. The flow of water invigorated not only the physical landscape, but also the cultural fabric, enabling a common lifestyle that spread throughout the empire. Temples, theaters, and forums emerged alongside these structures, reinforcing the presence of Roman governance and societal values. Trade routes expanded, supported by the reliable infrastructure of aqueducts. Goods traversed the empire with greater ease, allowing for the blending of regional specialties and Roman standards. As local customs intertwined with Roman practices, a new cultural amalgam formed. Evident in art, architecture, and daily life, the engineering marvel of aqueducts became a symbol of Roman achievement, inspiring admiration and imitation in conquered territories. This legacy ensured that the influence of Rome extended far beyond its geographical boundaries, embedding itself deeply within the annals of history. The waterways remained a vital link in the enduring narrative of civilization. Water cisterns served as crucial components in maintaining the integrity of these ancient systems. Positioned strategically throughout urban areas, they acted as reservoirs, capturing and storing the flow delivered by aqueducts. These structures enabled communities to manage water supply efficiently, providing sustenance even during periods of drought or reduced flow. Construction techniques varied, but many cisterns were built using impermeable materials to prevent leaks, ensuring that the water remained accessible for longer duration. Their architecture often incorporated arches and domes, designed not only for functionality, but also to withstand the immense pressure of the stored water. This combination of aqueducts and cisterns highlighted a remarkable understanding of hydraulic engineering, allowing civilizations to thrive in arid landscapes. Maintenance was essential for these systems. Regular inspections and repairs ensured that both aqueducts and cisterns operated effectively in urban settings. The presence of these structures signified the wealth and sophistication of a civilization, underscoring the importance placed on water management. The interconnectedness of aqueducts and cisterns facilitated broader distribution networks, enabling water to reach even the most remote areas. This strategic planning fostered urban growth, agriculture, and public health, demonstrating the profound impact of engineered water systems on societal development throughout history. The efficiency of aqueduct systems played a significant role in the preservation of food, enabling communities to maintain a steady supply of fresh produce by facilitating the transport of water to agricultural areas. These structures ensured a reliable irrigation source, promoting the growth of crops even in arid conditions. The presence of consistent water flow allowed farmers to employ advanced techniques such as controlled irrigation, which not only supported crop vitality, but also extended the harvest season. These innovations contributed to improved food storage methods. With adequate water resources, drying and salting techniques became more prevalent, allowing for the preservation of surplus harvests. As such, communities could store food for times of scarcity, minimizing the risk of famine. Maintaining an abundance of food also facilitated trade, as surplus goods could be exchanged for other necessary items, enhancing economic stability. Additionally, aqueducts provided a means for transporting water to markets, where vendors could offer fresh produce to consumers. The availability of clean water was essential for washing and preparing food, ensuring that public health was maintained alongside culinary practices. The interconnectedness of water systems and food preservation highlights the integral role of aqueducts in sustaining not only agricultural productivity, but also the overall well-being of societies. This relationship underscores the importance of water management throughout history. Natural water sources played a crucial role in the functionality of the Roman aqueducts. Springs, rivers, and lakes served as the lifeblood for these intricate structures, providing the necessary resources for urban centers. Engineering expertise allowed for the meticulous calibration of gradients, ensuring water flowed smoothly across varying terrains. This precision facilitated the transport of water over vast distances, often extending beyond 30 miles from source to destination. The construction of aqueducts involved careful surveying and analysis of the landscape. Engineers often selected routes that minimized elevation changes, reducing the potential for stagnation and sediment accumulation. In many cases, these channels would traverse valleys and hills, utilizing bridges and underground tunnels when necessary. Such versatility exemplified the adaptability required in maintaining a consistent water supply. Natural springs were frequently integrated into the system, allowing direct access to fresh water. These locations became essential points in the network, enabling efficient distribution. The integration of aqueducts with existing waterways created a harmonious balance where artificial and natural systems complemented each other. The presence of aqueducts also led to the development of urban infrastructure around these water sources, fostering agricultural productivity and urban growth. Mena, the Roman aqueducts emerged not only as engineering feats, but also as vital conduits that shaped the landscape and societal structures of their time. The stability of these vital conduits was often compromised by natural disasters. Earthquakes, common in the Mediterranean region, could cause significant damage, leading to the collapse of sections. This resulted in disruption of water supply, affecting both urban centers and agricultural lands reliant on this essential resource. The aftermath often revealed the fragility of even the most robust engineering achievements. Flooding also posed a persistent threat to aqueduct structures. Heavy rains could erode foundations or overwhelm channels, leading to overflow and sedimentation. Maintenance was crucial, as silt accumulation could obstruct the flow, necessitating regular inspections and repairs. The response to these challenges reflected the Romans' commitment to preserving their water supply systems. In contrast, droughts underscored the dependency on aqueducts. With reduced water flow, cities faced shortages, impacting daily life and agricultural yields. This stressed the importance of these structures in sustaining civilization during times of environmental hardship. The aqueducts also inspired innovations in engineering, as adaptations were made to strengthen vulnerable sections. Arches, for instance, were designed to withstand seismic activity, while drainage systems were incorporated to manage excess water. These responses not only showcased resilience, but also illustrated the enduring relationship between human ingenuity and the natural world. Territorial expansion relied heavily on infrastructure, with aqueducts serving as vital arteries for burgeoning civilizations. This network facilitated the transport of water across vast distances, transforming arid landscapes into habitable zones. As these structures emerged, they enabled the establishment of settlements, fostering agricultural productivity and sustaining larger populations. Control over water supply became synonymous with power. Regions rich in aqueducts could dictate the flow of resources, often leading to strategic advantages over neighboring territories. The ability to nourish crops and support urban centers solidified dominance, shaping socio-political dynamics. Communities gravitated toward areas where water was abundant, effectively influencing migration patterns and economic development. Migration patterns and economic development. These monumental constructions reflected not only engineering prowess, but also the calculated strategies of governance. They marked boundaries, serving as physical reminders of a civilization's reach. Maintaining these channels required coordination and labor, further integrating subjects into a cohesive unit under a central authority. As civilizations expanded, the need for reliable water sources became paramount. This prompted the exploration of innovative techniques for sourcing and distributing water. The sophistication of these aqueducts highlighted the interplay between environmental challenges and human adaptability. This pivotal role underscored the significance of water management in forging alliances, asserting dominance, and shaping the development of urban landscapes. The intricate network of aqueducts, while a feat of engineering, also revealed stark socioeconomic disparities in access to this vital resource. Wealthier citizens often enjoyed direct connections to these aqueducts, allowing them to draw water from public fountains and private baths. In contrast, the less fortunate had to rely on communal sources, often distant and less reliable. These disparities not only affected daily life but also influenced social dynamics. Areas with easy access to aqueduct water flourished, their inhabitants benefiting from improved hygiene and agricultural productivity. On the other hand, regions deprived of a reliable water supply experienced stagnation, leading to increased poverty and limited opportunities. The disparity in access contributed to a clear divide between the affluent and the struggling, fostering tensions within communities. Infrastructure maintenance also reflected these inequalities. Wealthy neighborhoods often saw prompt repairs and upgrades, while poorer districts languished under inadequate management. This uneven distribution of resources accentuated existing social stratifications, further entrenching economic divides. In this context, the aqueducts serve not only as conduits of water, but also as symbols of power and privilege. highlighting the multifaceted impact of water management on society. They illustrate how access to essential resources can define the very fabric of civilization, shaping destinies across generations. Women played a crucial role in the management of water resources, often serving as the custodians of knowledge and practice in these intricate systems. In many ancient societies, including those influenced by the Roman aqueducts, their contributions extended beyond mere domestic responsibilities. They engaged in the maintenance of local wells, springs, and channels, ensuring accessibility for their communities. This intimate understanding of water management allowed them to contribute significantly to agricultural productivity, directly impacting food security. In urban areas, women acted as intermediaries, negotiating the distribution of water among households. Their roles often included the oversight of communal water supplies, where they facilitated equitable access. As the guardians of domestic water use, they became influential figures within their communities, managing resources with an emphasis on sustainability. This stewardship fostered a deep connection to the land and its resources, imbuing their practices with cultural significance. Historical records indicate that women, through their knowledge and skills, helped navigate the complexities of water allocation, especially during periods of drought or scarcity. Their ability to adapt to changing environmental conditions further solidified their importance in resource management. This emphasis on their roles highlights the integral part women played in sustaining not only water systems, but also the very essence of societal resilience. The evolution of water rights in ancient Rome marked a pivotal shift in societal structures and governance. Initially, access to water was governed by local customs and communal agreements. As urban populations flourished, the demand for reliable water sources intensified. This led to the establishment of formalized regulations, delineating rights to water usage and management. Legislative frameworks began to emerge, reflecting the increasing complexity of societal needs. The introduction of the Lex Aquilia in the 3rd century BCE offered a legal basis for compensation in cases of water theft or damage to infrastructure. Such regulations underscored the growing recognition of water as a vital resource and a commodity worth protecting. With the expansion of aqueduct systems, control over water resources became more centralized. Authorities designated specific individuals and entities to oversee the distribution and maintenance of these vital conduits. This not only streamlined operations but also established a hierarchy of water rights. Wealthy landowners often exerted influence, leading to disparities in access and control. This intricate system of rights informed daily life, as households navigated the complexities of water access. Conflicts arose, prompting further legal clarifications. The interplay of power dynamics, social status, and resource management revealed a nuanced understanding of water's significance, shaping both the physical landscape and the societal fabric of ancient Rome. The gradual decline in population exerted a profound influence on aqueduct use, reshaping the very patterns of water distribution throughout the region. With fewer inhabitants to sustain, the demand for water diminished, leading to a shift in the operational priorities of these monumental structures. This reduction in consumption allowed for a notable increase in the efficiency of water management systems. This reduction in consumption allowed for a notable increase in the efficiency of water management systems, as excess supplies began to accumulate in reservoirs and distribution channels. Occurred where once bustling communities thrived, the remnants of aqueducts stood as silent sentinels to a bygone era. Their arches, previously bustling with the energy of daily life, now languished under the weight of neglect. This region saw a transition towards localized water collection methods, as fewer individuals relied on the extensive network for their needs. The once constant flow of water became sporadic, creating pockets of abandonment and disrepair. With the waning population, maintenance of these engineering marvels became less prioritized. The intricate systems that had once functioned seamlessly began to deteriorate, leading to blockages and leaks. In turn, the aqueducts transformed from symbols of progress into reminders of change, their significance evolving from vital arteries of civilization to historical relics, echoing the whispers of a society that once relied upon their resourceful design. These relics served as more than mere conduits for water. They became integral to the establishment and enforcement of Roman law. Regulations governing the construction and maintenance of these structures reflected a society keenly aware of the importance of infrastructure. Legal frameworks emerged to address rights of access, property ownership, and the responsibilities of maintenance. This codification ensured that the flow of water, a fundamental resource, was equitable and sustainable. In urban centers, aqueducts were essential for public health and hygiene, leading to laws mandating sanitation practices. Such statutes facilitated the establishment of public baths and fountains, which served not only as sources of water, but also as social gathering places. The presence of aqueducts influenced the development of civic pride, with their construction often celebrated through monumental inscriptions and public ceremonies. The engineering feats required to construct these aqueducts necessitated skilled labor and coordination, fostering a sense of community that laid the framework for local governance. Over time, the reliance on aqueducts for both daily life and legal stipulations contributed to the expansion of civic rights as citizens began to assert their entitlements to public resources. Thus, through these channels of water, the foundations of Roman legal thought were intricately woven, ensuring harmony between societal needs and governance. Archaeological discoveries continue to unveil the secrets of these remarkable structures. Excavations in various regions have revealed sections of aqueducts buried beneath layers of soil and sediment, often accompanied by remnants of the settlements they supported. These findings provide insight into the engineering techniques employed by Roman architects, highlighting their advanced understanding of hydraulics and materials. Some aqueducts, like those in Segovia, Spain, stand as monumental testaments to their creators' ingenuity. The impressive arches, crafted from solid granite, demonstrate the ability to transport water over vast distances, utilizing gravity as a driving force. Each stone, meticulously placed, has endured the test of time, whispering stories of the civilizations that once flourished in their vicinity. In addition to the structures themselves, artifacts unearthed along the routes contribute to a richer understanding of daily life during the Roman Empire. Pottery shards, tools, and inscriptions provide context for the social dynamics and economic activities that revolved around these water channels. They paint a picture of communities that were not only reliant on the aqueducts for sustenance but also engaged in vibrant trade and cultural exchanges. The preservation of these ruins allows for ongoing study, ensuring that the legacy of Roman engineering continues to inform modern practices in water management and urban planning. Each discovery further enhances the narrative of a civilization that mastered the flow of both water and society. The application of remote sensing technology introduces a new dimension to the study of aqueducts. This innovative approach allows researchers to map ancient structures with remarkable precision, revealing hidden channels and buried segments that were previously undetectable. High-resolution satellite imagery and aerial surveys provide insights into the landscape modifications made by the Romans, illustrating the extensive network that supported urban centers. Utilizing LiDAR technology, it becomes possible to penetrate dense vegetation, uncovering the remnants of aqueducts obscured by time. These scans generate three-dimensional models that depict the intricate engineering and alignment of the waterways. The data collected highlights the strategic placement of aqueducts, often constructed to harness gravity for efficient water transport, demonstrating a sophisticated understanding of topography and hydrology. Geophysical methods, such as ground-penetrating radar, complement remote sensing efforts by revealing subsurface features without invasive excavation. This technique identifies variations in soil composition and moisture content, indicating the presence of ancient channels. Together, these technologies create a detailed picture of the infrastructure that once conveyed life-sustaining water across vast distances. This methodical investigation into the Roman aqueducts not only elucidates their engineering prowess, but also underscores the importance of water management in the evolution of urban settlements throughout history. The remnants of these structures continue to speak to their enduring legacy. Advanced geographic information systems have revolutionized the study of ancient aqueducts, allowing researchers to analyze and visualize the intricate networks that once transported water across vast distances. This technology captures data from various sources, including historical texts, archaeological findings, and topographical surveys. By layering this information, a comprehensive view emerges, revealing the alignment and elevation of these remarkable conduits. High-resolution satellite imagery provides clarity on the routes taken by the aqueducts, often hidden beneath dense vegetation or urban development. This region, once bustling with the movement of water, now lies shrouded in mystery. GIS techniques identify subtle landscape features such as depressions or anomalies that may indicate the presence of buried sections. Utilizing these tools enhances the ability to pinpoint locations for further excavation and study. The integration of three-dimensional modeling further enriches this analysis, allowing experts to simulate the flow of water through the channels. Elevation data illustrates how gravity guided the construction, optimizing efficiency and functionality. The ability to visualize these ancient systems in a modern context fosters a deeper understanding of their engineering prowess and societal impact. Through GIS, the hidden channels of the Aquaarii are not merely mapped, but reimagined, illuminating their significance in the advancement of urban infrastructure and public health in ancient civilizations. Preservation of these structures as UNESCO World Heritage Sites highlights their immense cultural and historical value. Recognized for their architectural brilliance and engineering innovation, they stand as testaments to the ingenuity of ancient societies. This recognition ensures that ongoing conservation efforts are supported, allowing for the safeguarding of not only the physical remnants, but also the stories intertwined within them. Each aqueduct, with its meticulously crafted arches and channels, offers insights into the socio-political dynamics of its time. They facilitated the transport of fresh water across vast distances, directly impacting agriculture, sanitation, and urban development. These waterways, in their essence, fostered the growth of thriving cities, shaping the very fabric of everyday life. As the world progresses and modern infrastructure evolves, these ancient marvels endure, reminding contemporary societies of the foundational principles of engineering and resource management. The collective responsibility to maintain and protect such sites underscores a broader commitment to history and heritage. Collaborative efforts among governments, organizations, and local communities play a crucial role in ensuring that conservation practices are both sustainable and respectful of the original craftsmanship. The continued study and appreciation of these aqueducts not only honors the past, but also inspires future generations to innovate in harmony with the lessons learned from antiquity. The intricate design of Roman aqueducts reveals an essential interconnectedness with the vast network of roads that crisscrossed the empire. These essential structures, both aqueducts and roads, served a dual purpose, facilitating the movement of people and resources while ensuring the efficient transportation of water. The roads often ran parallel to these waterways, revealing the Romans' understanding of geography and engineering. Throughout this region, settlements flourished, where aqueducts provided a reliable water source, enabling agricultural development and urban growth. The convergence of roads and aqueducts allowed for trade routes to emerge, connecting distant cities and regions, thus enhancing economic stability. This strategic planning fostered not only the movement of goods, but also cultural exchange, as ideas and innovations traveled alongside the flowing water. In some instances, aqueducts were elevated on arches, creating a striking visual alignment with the roads below. Such engineering marvels exemplify the Romans' ability to integrate functionality with aesthetics, contributing to the landscape's character. The maintenance of these channels was critical to the empire's success, ensuring that cities remained vibrant and sustained. The legacy of these interconnected structures endures, illustrating how the principles of infrastructure can shape civilization. Their design continues to inform modern engineering practices, reminding society of the importance of thoughtful planning and interconnected systems. Aqueducts played a vital role in the public life of ancient Rome, serving as a lifeline for both the populace and the city's vibrant festivals. Water, flowing steadily through these intricate channels, was not merely a utility. It became a source of joy and celebration. These structures provided the necessary resources for the grand spectacles that characterized Roman culture, facilitating games, feasts, and religious observances. During festivals, such as the Lupercalia and the Saturnalia, the availability of clean water was crucial. It supported the elaborate rituals and public gatherings that brought communities together. Statues and fountains adorned with flowing water became focal points, drawing citizens to congregate and partake in the collective spirit of celebration. The sounds of water cascading through the aqueducts created an auditory backdrop, enhancing the atmosphere of revelry. And in daily life, aqueducts ensured that public baths remained accessible, fostering social interaction and hygiene. The baths served as gathering places where citizens engaged in conversation, conducted business, and maintained their well-being. This flow of water symbolized the prosperity of the empire, reflecting the advanced engineering that defined Roman civilization. The integration of aqueducts into the fabric of public life forged a connection between technology, culture, and community, illustrating the profound impact of these structures on societal dynamics. The construction of aqueducts transformed local communities, reshaping their landscapes and daily routines. Skilled laborers, engineers, and architects congregated in these regions, fostering a collaborative atmosphere. The influx of workers led to the growth of towns and villages, expanding existing settlements and creating new hubs of commerce and interaction. This burgeoning population brought with it a variety of skills and crafts, further enriching local economies. Water became a vital resource for agriculture, enabling farmers to cultivate more land and produce bountiful harvests. Increased agricultural output not only sustained local populations, but also supported trade, allowing surplus goods to be exchanged with neighboring regions. Access to clean water improved public health, decreasing the spread of disease and enhancing overall quality of life. Civic structures, such as baths and fountains, emerged as focal points for social interaction. These spaces encouraged community engagement and cemented social ties among residents. Rituals surrounding water also developed, intertwining with religious practices and local customs. The presence of aqueducts instilled a sense of pride among the populace, symbolizing not just technological achievement, but also their place within the broader narrative of Roman civilization. As aqueducts traversed valleys and crossed plains, they served as enduring symbols of progress, connecting diverse communities under a shared purpose. The engineering principles established by the Aquaarii continue to resonate in contemporary urban water systems. These ancient structures, characterized by their gravity-driven flow and intricate design, laid the groundwork for modern hydraulic engineering. The utilization of gradients to facilitate water movement remains a cornerstone in current practices, highlighting a legacy that endures through time. Modern cities often mirror the strategic placement of aqueducts, employing a network of pipes and channels that echo the Roman approach. Water treatment facilities, although technologically advanced, still draw inspiration from the methods used to source and purify water for vast populations. This connection to history is reflected in the materials and techniques adapted from the past, such as the use of arches and vaults in water distribution infrastructure. Urban planners frequently assess the sustainability of water resources, recalling the ingenuity of ancient engineers who optimized water supply. While advancements in technology have introduced new solutions, the fundamental principles of efficiency and reliability established by the Aquaarii remain integral to urban water management. Preservation of historical aqueduct sites has become a priority, serving not only as a testament to engineering prowess, but also as a reminder of the importance of water in civilization. These remnants provide insight into the evolving relationship between humanity and water, illustrating a continuum of innovation that shapes the cities of today. Art and architecture reflect the significance of aqueducts within Roman society, showcasing their grandeur and functionality. Structures rise majestically against the skyline, often harmonizing with the surrounding landscape. This region is punctuated by towering arches, meticulously engineered to transport water across valleys and uneven terrain. Intricate depictions in mosaics and frescoes reveal not only the structural beauty, but also the reverence with which these systems were regarded. Imagery highlights the labor of construction, celebrating the ingenuity of designers and laborers alike. Water's life-giving properties are often symbolized, emphasizing its role in agricultural prosperity and urban life. In sculptures, aqueducts appear as monumental achievements, reflecting both practical necessity and aesthetic ambition. These artistic representations serve as a testament to the Romans' understanding of hydraulics, demonstrating their mastery in managing one of nature's vital resources. Within public spaces, such as forums and baths, aqueducts are celebrated through art, merging functionality with civic pride. The arches, often adorned with relief sculptures, create a dialogue between engineering and artistry, illustrating the dual purpose of these structures as both conduits for water and symbols of power. The enduring legacy of these depictions continues to resonate, reminding modern observers of the intricate relationship between civilization and its water supply. Echoing through time, engineers and architects played a pivotal role in the construction of aqueducts, blending artistry with the principles of physics. Their understanding of gravity allowed for the meticulous design of channels that transported water over vast distances, often traversing challenging terrain. This knowledge was essential in creating gradients that ensured a steady flow while minimizing erosion. The use of arches became a hallmark of aqueduct design, showcasing both strength and beauty. These structures, rising gracefully above valleys and rivers, demonstrated the ability to combine functionality with aesthetic appeal. Each arch was not merely a support, it was a statement of ingenuity, crafted to withstand the pressures of time and nature. Materials chosen for construction reflected the local environment, whether it be volcanic stone, limestone, or brick. Each element contributed to the overall durability of the aqueduct, emphasizing the need for sustainable practices in engineering. Innovative techniques were employed to maintain the aqueducts over centuries. Regular maintenance ensured that blockages were cleared and structural integrity preserved, safeguarding the essential lifeline of cities. The systematic approach to repairs illustrated a profound understanding of both engineering principles and the importance of water management. Through these efforts, a network emerged that not only served immediate needs, but also strengthened the very fabric of society, connecting distant communities and fostering growth. Water rights represented a complex and contentious issue within the sprawling empire. As the Aquaarii traversed the intricate channels of the aqueducts, they faced not only the engineering challenges of transporting water, but also the disputes that arose over access and ownership. These negotiations often involved local magistrates and competing landowners, each vying for a share of this vital resource. Legal frameworks emerged to establish rights and responsibilities, but their enforcement varied significantly across regions. In certain areas, the allocation of water was governed by ancient customs, while in others, decrees from local authorities dictated access. Conflicts were common, often leading to lengthy legal battles that could disrupt the flow of water and, consequently, the livelihoods of entire communities. Additionally, geographical factors complicated the situation. Elevation changes and natural barriers dictated the routes of aqueducts, influencing not only the supply, but also the politics surrounding distribution. In some cases, communities situated higher in the landscape claimed preferential access, creating resentment among those lower down the gradient. Despite these obstacles, agreements often formed that sought to ensure equitable distribution, reflecting a recognition of water's fundamental role in sustaining life. The management of these rights shaped the social and political landscape, illustrating the intricate interplay between resource management and societal stability in ancient Rome. Technological advancements in water management persisted through the transition from Roman to medieval systems, revealing a continuity of ingenuity. The aqueducts, with their precise engineering and gravitational flow, laid the groundwork for subsequent innovations. These structures, designed to transport water over long distances, utilized a network of arches and channels that demonstrated both ambition and practicality. During the medieval period, the remnants of Roman aqueducts often served as a foundation for new constructions. Local communities adapted these ancient techniques, enhancing them with new materials and methods. Stone and clay pipes replaced some of the original structures, facilitating more effective water distribution in growing settlements. The adoption of windmills and watermills further exemplified this technological evolution, harnessing natural forces to assist in the movement and management of water. In this region, the integration of local resources into water systems reflected an evolving understanding of hydrology. Wells and cisterns became essential components, providing reliable sources of water to urban populations. The knowledge of hydraulic engineering, passed down through generations, ensured that the lessons learned from Roman practices were not lost, but rather transformed to meet the needs of medieval society. This seamless transition between eras underscores the enduring significance of water management as a fundamental aspect of civilization, shaping the development of communities across centuries. The influence of aqueducts on the evolution of modern plumbing is profound. These structures, meticulously designed to transport water over vast distances, laid the groundwork for contemporary systems that deliver clean water to urban centers. Their engineering principles, including gravity flow and arch support, are echoed in the design of current pipelines and conduits. Water, once a precious and scarce resource, became more accessible due to the ingenuity of aqueduct construction. The infrastructure enabled cities to flourish, while also fostering public health and sanitation. The existence of baths and fountains in ancient Roman society was a direct result of the efficient water supply provided by these aqueducts, which emphasized the importance of hygiene and social interaction. As civilizations advanced, the understanding of water distribution systems evolved. Innovations such as lead pipes and valves mirrored the sophistication initially established by the Romans. This progression the legacy of these ancient waterways continues to resonate in contemporary urban planning, influencing the way water is managed, treated, and delivered. The enduring impact of aqueducts on plumbing serves as a testament to human ingenuity and the unyielding necessity of water in shaping societies throughout history. Water embodies a profound symbolism within Roman architecture, transcending its practical purpose. The presence of water in monumental structures signifies abundance, vitality, and the divine. In this context, it becomes an essential element, intricately woven into the fabric of urban life. The fountains, baths, and pools scattered throughout cities reveal a commitment to both aesthetics and functionality. These installations were often adorned with intricate mosaics and sculptures, transforming utilitarian spaces into sites of social gathering and reflection. The flowing water not only nourished the physical body, but also served as a metaphor for the flow of life itself. It permeated the cultural landscape, representing purification, renewal, and the connection between the mortal and the divine. In public squares, the grand fountains acted as focal points, drawing citizens together while reinforcing social hierarchies. The design of these structures often mirrored the values of the society, showcasing engineering prowess alongside artistic expression. As water cascaded from ornate spouts, it echoed to the wealth and power of the state, reinforcing the idea of civic pride. Rural areas were not exempt from this symbolism. Aqueducts traversing the landscape illustrated the triumph of human ingenuity over nature. transforming arid regions into fertile land. In this way, water serves as an enduring emblem of the civilization's resilience and creativity. The intricate network of aqueducts, while a marvel of engineering, also played a role in the decline of Roman cities. As urban centers expanded, reliance on these structures increased, leading to a complex relationship between water supply and population growth. Over time, maintenance became a daunting challenge. Deterioration of the channels resulted in reduced efficiency, causing shortages that strained communities. The once reliable flow of water became intermittent, disrupting daily life and public health. Inhabitants faced the consequences of this decline as sanitation issues arose from inadequate water distribution. The very infrastructure that fostered prosperity now contributed to stagnation. Political instability compounded these challenges. As governance faltered, the resources necessary for upkeep dwindled. The aqueducts, symbols of Roman ingenuity, gradually fell into disrepair. Sections crumbled, and entire systems became obsolete. In the shadow of these monumental structures, the decline of citizen trust followed suit. Without consistent water access, communities struggled to sustain their populations, leading to migration and a gradual depopulation of formerly vibrant areas. The cascading effects of this deterioration highlighted the fragility of urban life. As cities contracted, the vital role of aqueducts shifted from symbols of advancement to reminders of the complexities of maintaining a vast empire. The balance of resource management and urban sustainability proved to be a delicate endeavor. The evolution of water management following the decline of Rome marked a significant shift in urban infrastructure. The expertise in hydraulic engineering, which had flourished under Roman rule, began to diminish as knowledge became fragmented. Communities faced challenges in maintaining the vast networks of aqueducts, many of which fell into disrepair. This region became characterized by a patchwork of localized solutions as smaller settlements sought to harness surrounding water sources with rudimentary techniques. Innovations arose from necessity. Techniques such as cistern construction and rainwater harvesting gained prominence. These methods reflected a return to simpler, sustainable practices. It became essential for communities to rely on surface water and groundwater, adapting to the changing climate and shifting population dynamics. The reliance on natural springs and rivers fostered a closer connection with the environment, as inhabitants learned to navigate their local ecosystems more profoundly. The remnants of Roman engineering continued to influence these emerging strategies, albeit in increasingly localized forms. Structures once used for grand distribution now served smaller, more immediate needs. The transition underscored the resilience of human ingenuity in the face of adversity. These adaptations laid the groundwork for future advancements, revealing an enduring relationship with water that would persist through the centuries, continuing to shape urban life long after the fall of an empire. Nirmancharas, case studies of revived aqueducts in modern cities, highlight the enduring legacy of these ancient structures in contemporary Rome. Segments of the Aqua Virgo have been restored, serving both functional and aesthetic purposes. This particular aqueduct, originally completed in 27 BCE, now channels water to multiple fountains, preserving a vital link to the past while enriching the urban landscape. These efforts not only honor historical engineering, but also promote sustainable water management practices in an era marked by climate change. In France, The Pont de Garde stands as a testament to the ingenuity of Roman engineering. This monumental aqueduct has undergone extensive preservation, becoming a focal point for tourism and education. It showcases the advanced techniques employed in ancient times, demonstrating how water was transported across vast distances with precision. Its enduring strength and beauty have inspired modern architects and engineers to explore similar principles in current constructions. Cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco have embraced the concept of urban aqueducts, utilizing modern materials to develop new conduits that mirror the functionality of their ancient predecessors. These innovations adapt the aqueduct's principles to contemporary needs, addressing water scarcity while honoring the historical significance of such systems. The revival of these structures illustrates an ongoing appreciation for the relationship between urban development and water management, reflecting a commitment to sustainability. Innovations in water supply are being shaped by the principles established in ancient frameworks. These structures not only transported water, but also exemplified the efficiency of gravity-fed systems. Contemporary engineers study the alignment and gradient of these ancient aqueducts, seeking to replicate the optimal flow rates within modern infrastructure. It becomes increasingly evident that the durability of these channels, crafted from local materials and designed to withstand time, provides valuable lessons in resilience. Technological advancements now allow us to integrate smart sensors and remote monitoring within new systems, ensuring real-time data collection and maintenance. This enhances the reliability of water distribution networks, reducing waste and improving conservation efforts. Exploration of alternative water sources, such as rainwater harvesting and desalination, is informed by the aqueduct's ability to harness diverse supplies, demonstrating the adaptability of water management practices. In urban settings, water sources management practices. In urban settings, the potential for green infrastructure emerges, where permeable surfaces and natural filtration systems mimic the natural flow of water seen in ancient landscapes. These developments not only honor the ingenuity of Roman engineering, but also strive to address contemporary challenges posed by climate change and population growth. By embracing these historical insights, urban planners and engineers are paving the way for sustainable water systems that respect both heritage and future needs. Ancient Roman aqueducts offer invaluable lessons for contemporary infrastructure design. Their remarkable engineering demonstrated an understanding of gravity flow, allowing water to travel long distances with minimal energy expenditure. This principle remains critical in today's discussions around efficiency, especially in regions facing water scarcity. It highlights the potential for gravity-fed systems that minimize reliance on electrical pumps. The materials utilized in these structures, including stone and concrete, were chosen for durability and resilience. Modern engineers can draw from this knowledge, recognizing the importance of selecting sustainable materials that withstand time and climate challenges. This approach not only honors historical craftsmanship, but also promotes longevity in current infrastructure. Maintenance practices of the Roman aqueducts further emphasize proactive care. Regular inspections and repairs ensured that these vital conduits remained functional for centuries. Implementing similar maintenance protocols today can extend the lifespan of water systems, safeguarding the investment made in their construction. The integration of cultural and environmental considerations into water management reflects a holistic approach that can be beneficial for contemporary projects By valuing both heritage and modern needs, urban planners can create systems that not only deliver essential resources, but also enrich the communities they serve, fostering a deeper connection between infrastructure and societal identity. The integration of aqueducts in sustainable urban development serves as a testament to the enduring utility of ancient engineering principles. These structures, originally designed to transport water over long distances, can now be reimagined as vital components within contemporary urban landscapes. In many regions, their historical significance is blended with modern sustainability goals, creating pathways for water management that align with environmental preservation. Existing aqueduct systems can be retrofitted to incorporate green technology, such as rainwater harvesting and treatment facilities, which enhance their functionality while reducing urban runoff. This approach transforms these ancient conduits into dual-purpose channels, alleviating pressure on current water supplies. In areas prone to drought, the reuse of aqueduct networks can provide a reliable source, ensuring that water remains accessible even in challenging conditions. Innovative designs often involve integrating surrounding landscapes into these systems, promoting biodiversity and enhancing urban greenery. The careful placement of vegetation along aqueduct routes not only restores natural habitats, but also improves air quality and sequesters carbon. Community engagement in the preservation and repurposing of these structures fosters a sense of stewardship and pride, reinforcing cultural identity. By intertwining the old with the new, cities can cultivate a resilient urban framework that honors historical achievements while adapting to future challenges. The interdisciplinary approach to studying ancient water systems reveals a complex network of engineering, hydrology, and social dynamics. Archaeologists meticulously excavate remnants of these channels, uncovering structures that reflect the ingenuity of past civilizations. Geographers map the topography, identifying how natural landscapes influence the construction and functionality of aqueducts. Hydrologists analyze ancient water flow, employing modern modeling techniques to understand the hydraulic principles at play. This region, marked by the vestiges of ancient infrastructure, showcases the interplay between human innovation and environmental stewardship. The preservation of these waterways provides invaluable insights into the resource management strategies of past societies. Ethnographic studies offer perspectives on the social implications of water access, illuminating how these systems shaped community interactions and governance. Technical analyses of materials used in construction, such as the composition of mortar and stone, reveal the advancements in engineering practices across eras. This knowledge facilitates a deeper appreciation for the craftsmanship involved in creating these enduring structures. Interdisciplinary collaboration enables a holistic understanding, merging engineering principles with historical narratives and environmental science. In examining these remnants, it becomes evident that ancient water systems were not just functional conduits, but also cultural landmarks, reflecting the values and priorities of the societies that built them. Each layer of investigation unravels stories of resilience and adaptation, informing contemporary discussions about sustainable water management. The enduring legacy of the Aquaarii manifests in the intricate networks that once sustained flourishing civilizations. Their engineering prowess facilitated the flow of life-giving water across vast landscapes, transforming arid regions into productive habitat. These structures are not merely remnants of ancient ingenuity. They serve as a testament to the human capacity for innovation under challenging circumstances. This region, dotted with crumbling arches and weathered stones, speaks to the relentless pursuit of knowledge and resourcefulness. It embodies the collaborative spirit of communities that came together to solve pressing issues related to water scarcity and distribution. The remnants reveal a methodical understanding of gravity, hydrology, and materials, which continue to influence modern engineering practices. The principles behind their design resonate in contemporary infrastructure projects, reminding society of the importance of sustainable practices in water management. Lessons gleaned from these historical systems guide current initiatives aimed at preserving precious water resources amid growing global demands. This connection to the past serves as a foundation for future innovations, emphasizing the need for a balanced relationship with natural resources. As communities face the complexities of climate change and urbanization, the Aquaarii stand as enduring symbols of resilience and foresight. Their legacy, embedded in the very fabric of human civilization, challenges future generations to honor and learn from the wisdom of those who came before.